Greetings, weary traveler. My name is Zenedyr, and this is my workshop where I will be concocting the greatest reviews known to man. If you're new here, then please hit the subscribe button, otherwise I will banish you to oblivion! Apologies, I get carried away sometimes. Our first game we will be reviewing today, my friends, is one that's very near and dear to your boners. So grab your cock and balls and let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Hit it! We're going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid. I played this game for the very first time in my entire existence, not but a few months ago. And it sent me down a rabbit hole to play the rest of the games. I haven't finished them all yet, but I soon will. So, let's talk about it. So right off the bat, I wanted to start off by saying, aside from the cock-ass controls of 1990s video games, it's actually a pretty solid pick. It follows a character known as Solid Snake sneaking his way through a facility known as Shadow Moses in order to take down a terrorist organization known as Foxhound, who has threatened the government to launch nuclear missiles if they do not hand over the remains of an individual known as Big Boss. As I played this game, I realized how much creativity it had. Even though it came out more than 2 decades ago, it has more creativity in it than many of the games we have today. Hell, studios nowadays can't stop making games trash. It's like some sort of plague. It's like an addiction, and they just can't stop. It's a lot like Revolver Ocelot. I mean, look at him here. Just can't stop spinning that f***ing gun. I have an appreciation for retro titles, and that includes this game. Playing through it, I understand now why everyone thought it was so great whenever it came out. The level of detail put in the mechanics of this game were actually impressive to me, even by today's standards. Not one thing in my inventory went to waste. There are so many games that I play nowadays where you have a difficulty slider, which you do in this game as well. But it was actually baked into the foundation of the game that you had to use pretty much everything at your disposal in one way or another. Even the damn cigarettes have a use, which I was actually surprised about. I didn't expect to use those at all. I thought they were just there for character. But no, you actually need to use them to get past some infrared lasers, which I thought was incredible. I did not expect it at all. And even now, as I'm making this review and writing it and doing research, I see people going through those infrared lasers with the thermal goggles that you get. I must have not had them whenever I got to that spot, or maybe I had them and didn't even think about it. The fact is, I used my cigarette smoke instead, which speaks even more volumes about the game. The fact that, again, it came out in 1998, and you had multiple ways to approach different situations for the technology that they had back then, and the fact that you could do that, and it wasn't railroaded into one specific action that had to be done to accomplish this goal. It's astounding. It's actually astounding. There's a moment in the game where you get a cold, because obviously it's freezing. It's about as cold as Rose's damn tits in the Titanic. You know, whenever she let Jack die, even though there was clearly enough room for 2 people. Shit. Son of a bitch. See? Told you, bitch. So anyway, yes, you get a cold. And the only way to fix it is by going down into the medical bay and getting the proper medication. Otherwise, when you're trying to sneak around, Snake will sneeze, and he'll alert all the guards around you.
What was that noise?
1998, everyone! 1998 they had this. And of course, I would be remiss to not mention the single best thing that this game has. It shocked me to my core. The Psycho Mantis fight. One of the best things that I've witnessed in a very long time. Its creativity rivals that of many games that come out even today. When you're fighting Psycho Mantis, he's throwing everything at you. Chairs, tables, Meryl. Whatever he can get his mind on to throw at you with his dark magics. No matter what you try, he will stop you because he can read all of your inputs. He knows you better than you know yourself. He vibrates the damn controller with his mind.
Now I will move
your controller by the power of my will alone. What do you think now? Can you feel my power now?
Doesn't matter if you're using pistols, an AK-47, or an RPG. He stops it. He deflects it with his mind. You're no match for him. Unless you unplug your controller from port 1 and plug it into port 2. Then he can no longer read you and you can beat him. My God, it's insane! The level of fourth wall breaking in this game was amazing. It made it personal to me as a player. The story, the plot twists, the music that just sings to my soul. All of it together is incredible and invigorating. And it just made me so rock solid. My shaft has not stood so tall in many, many years. Most of the time I have to use Viagra Cadabra, but this time it stood up all on its own.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Complete with 2 separate endings and a cast of very well-written characters, Metal Gear Solid 1 is compact and concise, bundled up into this little ball of joy that I truly love. It gave me a bit of nostalgia for how video games used to be, how they used to really care about the product that they were putting out. It was truly a work of art, and you can see the love that went into this project. And I am so very grateful that I was able to experience it. And I implore any of you out there who have ever thought about playing the Metal Gear Solid games, please, you will not be disappointed. Pick up a copy of Metal Gear Solid 1. Putting Metal Gear Solid into my cauldron of truth, yes! I am giving it a 9 out of 10. It is an incredible game, a wonderful journey, and I implore you yet again to pick up a copy. Of course, it is not without its flaws, as I mentioned before. The controls are a bit cock-ass, and it takes a little bit to get used to. Once you get used to it, it is alright, but it still has its problems, for sure. But that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. This has been an old wizard's take on Metal Gear Solid 1, and I will see you all in the next one. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, as mentioned before, I will destroy you. And if you liked it, please hit the like button down below. And until next time, everyone, stay magical.